But as a kicker, you're always working on, all right, it's kind of me versus the wind right now. How do I beat the wind?
Harrison, you said after the game you didn't know if the ball was tipped or not. Coach Reed kind of confirmed on Monday after they watched it back that it was tipped. What did you learn from watching that back?
Yeah, it was tipped. Not enough to block the kick, but it was tipped, and that's kind of what changed the rotation on it and everything. But yeah, he did a great job getting through, but luckily it still went through.
So how bad was the wind that day? We saw punts that, kind of came back because the wind was blowing. Was it worse than usual that day?
Yeah, I'd say it's worse than usual. I mean, it just was it was very swirly in there, I'd say. So there was a lot of gusts going on, but it was probably the worst wind I'd say since I've been here.
So you have a kick now over 50. You've played and succeeded in the worst wind possible. You got to be feeling, yeah, I can do all this. I can do this. Confidence has to be at an all-time high.
I think what this game proved to me was the work ethic I've been putting in week to week. It is helping me. It is, bringing a lot of fruit to what I'm doing. So I'm just going to stick with it and, keep putting in the work and staying studious and focusing on the details. And hopefully, it works out for the best.
What's the best text or the best response you got from a teammate?
I don't know. I mean, all the guys are just super happy. I mean, I don't think anything was super crazy or anything like that, but it was a team win and everybody's just super excited.
Harrison,
Can you talk about that afterwards, the locker room and how the morale was once you guys, kind of beat the losing streak at Arrowhead on such a high note, what it felt like walking in there?
It felt great. I mean, Chris Jones was definitely super happy to be playing in that game and to help the team get the win. But yeah, everybody was super excited. I mean, it was a great Vikings team. We've coming off those home losses has been tough, but to get that win was huge, and we're pumped to be 6-3 now going into week 10.
Right. And how do you think that momentum is going to carry over to this next week against the Titans, going down, now out, leaving Arrowhead behind and hitting a strong team at Nissan?
I mean, I think it gives us a boost of confidence, but one thing Coach Reed says is whether we win or lose, kind of our preparation for that week's going to be the exact same. So don't get too high, don't get too low, and just focus on the preparation and the process.
Harrison, if I'm not mistaken, it's 3 weekly awards in 3 seasons. Just what has this early success meant to you? You're still pretty early on in your career.
Oh, I mean, I try to be the best kicker I can be, so to get recognized for that, it means a lot, to recognize the work I've been putting in, but, I'm just focused on what can I do to help the Chiefs win,
How much of one kick at a time goes into that long-term success?
Yeah, I think if you start thinking towards, at the end of the season I want these accolades, and you're going to miss, the kicks, that you should be focusing on and trying to make, but, I think Justin Tucker always says, one kick at a time, and that's kind of what I try to do as well.
So the big question is, what do you do for an encore? 60 yards?
No, whatever the team needs me to do, I'm gonna do my best.